Remember cutting these up? Well, now it's time to bring them over to the water and bring them to a boil. Let's throw some salt in that water to prevent any boil over. And here they go. On high till it boils, just like the mashed potatoes, and then we will let it boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. And with that beginning of the boil, we're going to start the next step for the sweet potato pie casserole. Again, we're going to go with some oil. Because like I said last year, you do not want the marshmallows or the sweet potato to cook and burn into the sides of these cooking pans. It is a bear to get off. Now shame on me, I poured a bit too much, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in there for now and then repaint it when the sweet potatoes are done. I just peeked and the asparagus are ready to come out. And with that, because we're going to need the cooling racks, let's get our tongs. Yes, I said tongs, not thongs. Get your minds out of the gutter, people. Let's quickly transfer it over so that we can free up the cooling rack for the sweet potatoes. And with that, you now see the cooling racks are free, and it's a nice presentation of the asparagus. So now as we're doing those sides, we still got to keep an eye on the turkey. Woo, guess what? That's hot. This time I did not put a lip on it, so it's not as easy to unwrap. Eventually, we can get the hang of this. And the breast meat is currently at 183, which means the thigh is at 207. I don't know, my years of doing Thanksgiving, this is the only time that I've ever overcooked the bird. And you know you have a very tender bird when you're transferring it, the wing falls off. Now that happened rather quickly, and I had to transfer it. Normally what I would do is I'd cover it, let it rest for a bit, but I had to transfer it because apparently there was a hole in the pan that I was smoking the bird in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wrap it with tin foil. And I'm going to save your ears for this. And by doing it like this, what it's going to do is it's going to allow any of the juices that came up to the surface rest and settle back down into the meat, because as you saw with the temperature, I did bring that temperature up too high, and I don't want this meat to be dry, so stick around. And during all of that, the sweet potatoes got ready. So I took them off the heat, strained them. Now it's time to do the mash. I don't remember adding any cream or milk last year, but I will this year because that consistency just does not seem right to me. So between the mashed potatoes and the sweet potato pie, I ended up using 1 pint of milk. Now we are going to put 1/3 cup of light brown sugar and 1/3 of a cup of your regular everyday sugar that you put in your coffee. And we're going to put a 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon as well as 1/2 cup or 1 stick of butter. And I'm going to continue to mash everything in. Now while that butter is melting under that sweet potato casserole mix, I almost forgot the key ingredient. Remember, I said I was going to paint this one last time before I put the ingredients in. And now we top. Sorry about that little technical difficulty, and hopefully we got it fixed. So what I'm saying is, put this in the oven like this, just for a few minutes, long enough to melt the marshmallow and give it a nice golden brown appearance. And then it goes. And while that marshmallow is browning, tanning, a good time to take the gravy off of the stove and pour it right in to our serving dish. So it's been 5 minutes since we put it in here. What you say we open it up and see what it looks like? Ooh, that's looking beautiful golden brown. So we're gonna go ahead and take it right on out right now. Straight to the cooling rack. So now we've done the mashed potatoes, we've done the sweet potato casserole, we've got some corn we need to warm up, some sweet peas to warm up, we've done the asparagus, we've done the turkey, we've done the gravy. What are we forgetting? You know what? I'm gonna get my just desserts for that.